Every day on the channel Disney Junior, there is a show that airs about every 2 hours. This show has been making waves in our society recently, and for all the wrong reasons. You might know its name.
Mainly because it's in the title of this video. Hey there, I'm Hectic Puppy, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about Bluey and its stranglehold on our society. This shit be radicalizing our people, children. And it's been hiding in plain sight. Underneath those cute, wholesome episodes and morals lies a diabolical beast, hell-bent on corrupting your children. And unless you want your children calling each other cheeky cunts, you best fucking listen now. Cause this could get ugly fast. And so, because I'm not willing to give in to those cheeky cunts, in this video, I, esteemed critic Hectic PP, shall list and break down all of Bluey's radicalizations in a nice, neat, easy to digest video format, just for you f***ing idiots. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin. Number 1, the accents. Within the show, all the characters speak with a slight Australian accent.
Oi, Bluey! Get your ass down here and unclog me ripper turd from the shitter!
Which a lot of people have praised for not giving in to that classic stereotype of media from other English-speaking countries being recasted and redubbed, despite the fact that it was already in English.
Whoopi Goldberg.
But that's what them motherfuckers wanted the whole time. The creators of the show, they wanted an in. They wanted to seep their filthy Australian bloody accents
There's nothing wrong with the bidet, is there?
into our big, bold American households and make our children cheeky. Let me ask you something, people. Do you want a generation of cheeky cunts? I didn't think so. So until you sheeple are willing to put your foot down and not play ball with those daft bastards down under, you better be prepared for your children to be cheeky. And your children's children to be cheeky. Ooh, but I hear you say, "Oh, this show ain't that bad. I don't know what you're talking about. It's actually quite good, you freaking loony. Go back to the Looney Tunes where you belong, you freaking crazy person." And you know what, to you people? You can keep watching the show and saying that there's nothing wrong with it. But continuing to watch Bluey is the equivalent of looking down the loaded barrel of a gun. That is your future. So happy trails. And that's not all. Another consequence of them not rewriting and recasting for an American audience, a lot of regional dialect goes completely under the radar. And let me tell you, I would never want my child to hear any of these words. Which of course leads us to number 2. The dialect. In Bluey, they're always using these made-up nonsense words that don't make a lick of sense, I tell you what. Like Pavlova. The fuck's Pavlova? It's not a real word. Alright, well it is, but shut up. Doesn't change my point, I think. But of course, that leaves the $1,000,000 question. What is Pavlova? Well, according to my excruciating research, it's some weird meringue-based dessert, or some crap. And this is sort of off topic, but meringue is disgusting. All chalky and chewy, and ugh, it's like chewing on a brittle cinder block. And Bluey proudly plasters this nasty thing all over one of its episodes. Completely. It's like the whole plot. Although, I will give Bluey that the Pavlova does look pretty good in the show. Even if it does just kind of look like a gooey cake. But how come here in America, they didn't just change that shit to a jelly donut? Come on.
My favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Larva.
Donut.
Oh, 4Kids. How we took you for granted. And while I'm on the topic of 4Kids, does anyone else find it a bit weird that as soon as 4Kids goes out of business, Bluey starts airing a year later? No? Alright, fine. And then we have episodes like Pass the Parcel. Parcel? What the f is this? What is this, Gen 1 Pokemon?
Bacon, anything but bacon.
That's a gamer reference. Game. Sniff your asshole, gamer. And then there's Christmas Swim. Ooh. While it doesn't exactly fall under the category of dialect, it still basically fits. So whatever. But what matters is that if I had a kid, how the hell would I be able to explain to them why Bluey's taking a swim in the pool at Christmas? Like, if I tried to, their feeble 6-year-old mind would f***ing explode. They'd be dead. And I don't want that. Maybe. And then there's Hippie's Bluey School. What the fuck? There's Bluey's Hippie School. And, again, not really dialect, but, you know, sorry. Don't really know where else to put this, so it's just gonna go here. But, you know, getting back on track. What the fuck is this? Seriously. What kind of school is this? Bluey's not learning shit here. Where are the heirs of discipline and the staunch regime to keep these kids in line? Where are their desks that they're supposed to be sitting in 24/7? How are they supposed to learn? Come on. And this isn't like some preschool, it's a goddamn primary school. It's the Glass House Primary School. So there's like no excuse. When I was in primary school, I was learning fractions. I was shit at it. Dumbass. Still don't know fractions.
What the fuck is this shit?
But that's just scratching the surface here. Those are the big examples I could think of. There are tons of small infractions all over the show. In every episode a kid watches, the deeper and deeper they fall into the downward spiral. I have already notified my church's priest, and I have made 15 posts on Facebook about this. You better believe I'm not messing around this time. I'm not playing. I'm fucking pissed. I'm angry. And I'm not taking this sitting down. And that leads me to my next point. Number 3. They got it all wrong! Where are their harnesses? Like, come the fuck on. How do you expect me to believe that these fuckers just inexplicably stick to the earth? Like, what am I supposed to believe? That these are some kind of magic dogs? I can believe a show of talking dogs. But as soon as those fuckers start disobeying the laws of physics, that's when my disbelief is no longer suspended. Like, how can you make a show that's supposed to be proudly Australian without adhering to one of the harsh realities of living in Australia, and why it is such a shithole to live in? Seriously. These fuckers should have fallen off the planet a long time ago and made a satisfying sizzle noise as they fell into the sun. Especially little Bingu. God, imagine the sound that little fucker would make.
Baba Bowie.
Number 4. Who could forget the time Bluey told you to send all your money to the Queensland government?
Hi, Bingo. We should give all our money to the Queensland government.
Sí, pendejo.
And you thought I wouldn't notice, Studio Bootio. But you're wrong. I noticed. And I only sent you bitches 15 shillings. Anywho's, we're now nearing the end of the ride experience. And this is the part where I cover my ass and say that Bluey is actually a really good show. Yada yada yada, and that I'm not actually racist. I mean, it's better than the other shit I watch at 1 a.m. while high on bath salts on Disney Junior. Have you ever seen Puppy Dog Pals? That shit is the animated equivalent of a full frontal lobotomy. Good lord. Well, that ends the video. Make sure to hit the like button, and the subscribe button, and the more info button, and the X button. Bye-bye.